definitely a rewarding experience because I was able to show people my creativity and display for me, my strong writing skills. This is one of the examples from last year. This is the page I worked on as a junior. So seeing my work published and knowing that the whole student body is going to be seeing it is really exciting. I immediately fell in love with the yearbook class. Being able to display my talents to the student body has been an amazing experience. I've been extremely passionate and dedicated to the yearbook since day one because I feel that the student body deserves a great product. This year, I became the editor of the yearbook, which has been an amazing experience for me. Being in yearbook sparked my interest in photography. This year, I took the photography class where I have been given the opportunity to do what I love, which is to capture other people's special moments. I love the idea of being able to capture life's beautiful moments with just a click of a button. Both my yearbook advisor as well as my photography teacher have told me I am a great photographer, which fills me with a lot of pride because I know that others appreciate my work. Some community service I have been involved in since middle school has been at Delhi Church. I am a teacher's assistant and I translate the class for the children. I am very fond of kids and I love going every Saturday to help them out. Campaña Pequeño Jesús is also another major project my family and I are involved in. Every year during winter break, we go to Manadero, Mexico and take food, clothes, blankets, and toys for the less fortunate. It is a privilege to be able to help others in need and have them smile at me when I hand them things. It is a full day of hard work and it always happens to be right before the day we resume classes, but I love it anyway. The people's warm smiles and gratitude are the wonderful things from this service that I will always cherish in my heart. Some work samples I want to share are
We just took a little snippet, and then so Viviana can talk a little bit more, maybe a little bit about the experience that she had, and then any questions that you had.
Well, like Louis said, doing the senior exit video was really it helped me think about high school and all I've been through. Because like he said, a lot of things you forget, but once you're doing it, you start to remember what you did sophomore year, what you did freshman year, and I think it's a good project for students to do. That's it.
What was the hardest thing about high school for you?
I think when I took chemistry because that was one of the subjects I really struggled in, but
Don't
and
tell
AP,
Dr.
but
Miller that. That was his major.
oh yeah, that's not for me. Yeah.
What was the best part of high school?
Well, meeting all my friends, but also the yearbook. I really, really appreciated being in that class because it helped me be more outgoing. And I mean, you could tell I'm shy, but it was really helpful because I got to interview students and be more involved in school.
So thinking about where you were in the 9th grade and now that you're graduating and you have a couple of options for college, what do you think you've learned, or how have you grown, or how have you changed?
I think I've become more responsible and more mature. I've taken responsibility for doing my own, being independent and making my own decisions. So especially during the college application time, I had to make my own decisions okay, where do I want to apply, and if I get accepted, where do I want to go. So I think that's how it changed.
Well, also very, very impressive, and either UC Santa Barbara or Go Beach, right? Long Beach State.
Oh, I'm gonna be going to UC Santa Barbara.
Okay,
Yeah.
Gaucho.
Gauchos.
Well, and your major is sociology? Great.
Yeah, sociology.
What do you hope to do?
Well, I want to go into counseling, so I want to, like I said, I want to help troubled youth, especially the ones that, in Santa Ana, I'd like to give back to my community.
So you're going to come back and help out here?
Yeah.
Okay, make sure you get all the business cards from those people sitting there over here, because when you come back, you're going to remind them about tonight and who you are, and you're ready, and you want a job. So congratulations and best wishes. That
Okay,
was
thank
an
you.
excellent presentation.
Thank you.
I know that we did get a Golden Bell Award last year from the State School Boards Association for this, and then we're waiting to hear if we get to present and share this with the other school board members. And it is absolutely unique, and thank you to all the folks at the high schools for your great work. I had the privilege to be both at Century and Santa Ana High School this year, and they were different, but they were also wonderful. And the variety of students was fascinating to me with their backgrounds and their interests and their goals. And I think to have the ability to look back on your high school years and take stock of it and do something with it. And in both your cases at your high schools, you have it electronically with you, so you're not going to lose it at any point in time. You can add to it. You can show it. You can look back on it. You could, when you graduate from college, see how far you've come. So, well, best wishes to both of you. Thank you so much, and we apologize for having to stay so long through. I'm sure it may not have been that interesting a meeting, but thank you very much, and congratulations. There's a card. Hey, Luis, you need one too. Okay. Now, in case you haven't figured out where we are on the agenda, we are now actually back to the consent calendar. And I know that the administration will pull item 1.7.
That's correct. I'd like to pull consent item 1.7, which has to do with approval of expulsions and change a recommendation of options as follows. Student number 2, ID number 304156 to option 2 to expel for 2 semesters. And then student number 3, ID number 416305 to option 2, again to expel for 2 full semesters.
Okay. Any other items that board members would like pulled? If not, yes. 1.4, Ms. Iglesias. Any other items?
And 1.14.
Okay. Would you like to move the balance of the calendar, including 1.7? Would you like to move the rest of the consent calendar, including item 1.7? Okay.
Second.
Moved by Ms. Iglesias, seconded by Mr. Richardson. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Passes 5-0. Item 1.4, Ms. Iglesias. This is a contract with Illuminate Education Incorporated for 14-15.
Well, my question is, what's the outcome of what they've been doing for us? And have we gotten any reports? I mean, what is it that we're working with?
So what Illuminate does for us is helps us by creating benchmark assessments. That's one of the key things that they do. And so they're helping us to continue with that process as we move forward, absent the CST tests.
So perhaps it would be good to have that update back to the board. I know that we kind of got caught up in LCAP and walked away a little bit from Common Core and assessments. I know the board's been concerned about, in light of not having CST, what are
Sure.
we doing? So perhaps to come back with a presentation.
Correct.
Absolutely.
Is that okay?
Well, it's okay, but, okay, go ahead.
Are you moving approval?
No, go ahead.
Do you have any more? Are there other questions?
Well,
you
the
wanna ask?
question is, I know we're gonna come back with the presentation, but I just don't feel comfortable with just that approving for the amount of $229,000, that we're gonna move forward, so.
So maybe to help you a little bit, this software is necessary to meet some of the state requirements in terms of reporting and assessments, right?
Yeah, and I probably short-sighted the answer. It's also the data system that all of our principals use to run reports for all the student performance data. So they are helping us create item banks, but it's also the system that allows them to draw down performance reports.
Okay.
So it's used by teachers, it's used by principals, it's really used by everybody.
Okay.
So I focused on one thing that I'm really worried about, and I didn't really give full credit to what that product does for us.
So if we were not to continue it,
What would happen?
then
We'd have a different system, So we'd have a contract with a different company. This is just the one that we happen to use.